It's time that we talk about the red pill. Now, most people watching this may have an idea already of what the red pill is.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
But just so that everyone's on the same page and that we have a working definition for this video, the red pill, to my understanding, is a collection of knowledge regarding how reality works, particularly regarding intersexual dynamics between men and women, as well as societal norms and expectations for men and women. The term red pill comes from the ever so timeless classic, The Matrix, where Morpheus offers Neo the choice between the blue pill and the red pill. The blue pill symbolizing staying in fantasy land, more or less, and the red pill symbolizing going down the rabbit hole just to see how deep it really goes. And before we go too deep into this rabbit hole, I do want to say that there are some tenets regarding the red pill that I can certainly agree with. For instance, men shouldn't be simping over women. They should instead be chasing excellence, and we need to know what it means to be men in today's day and age. However, for some of the good things that the red pill may present, there are also some problems that I feel need to be addressed in today's video. The first problem in the red pill is the issue of promiscuity, particularly in how promiscuity is viewed amongst the sexes. The red pill commonly shames women for being promiscuous, while at the same time praising men for being promiscuous. They use the stance of biology to support this argument, using phrases such as "it's hard to be a stud, easy to be a slut," as well as "everybody likes a key that can unlock any lock, but not a lock that'll take any key." All of these things sound logical and catchy, but the problem is, by the red pill's logic, they contribute to the very problems that they complain about. It's commonly said that 80% of women go after 20% of men. And based off of some simple statistics that you can find on dating apps, one could be led to believe that that is true. 62% of dating app users are men. And with all that optionality at women's fingertips, it's no wonder that women might be far more selective than normal and therefore try to pick the best possible option. What ends up happening is that these top tier guys end up passing these women around because these guys aren't looking for long-term commitment, but rather casual, short-term flings. This obviously raises body count for everybody involved. The red pill will commonly tell women to not sleep around for just anybody and choose who they decide to sleep with more carefully. However, the red pill contradicts itself again by saying that if a woman were to make a man wait while not having made another man wait in the past, it means that she doesn't respect this guy or like this guy enough. Red pill bros believe that most guys just want to smash. But if we're following the logic that a woman should try to protect her purity, making a man wait isn't a sign that she doesn't respect him, but rather a sign that she respects herself. These red pill guys want to have their cake and eat it too. In short, you can't expect women to not be hoes if you're out here being players. The second problem with the red pill is that they have incompatible views for men and women regarding relationships and marriage. Building off of the first point, the best way for a woman to protect her purity would be to practice abstinence and wait until marriage, as marriage is the ultimate form of commitment and the ideal place for romantic intimacy. However, the red pill immediately contradicts itself by strongly advising men against marriage, as they believe marriage to be an L for most men simply because of the laws surrounding marriage. To be fair, men pay 90% of alimony cases as well as lose the vast majority of child custody cases, which can be seen as a huge loss for men that should not be understated. However, instead of having these contrasting viewpoints, we should instead be discussing the realities of marriage and what marriage actually requires, as well as making sure that men and women are on the same page for what they want in a long-term commitment and protecting oneself should unfortunate circumstances that could be grounds for a divorce arise, such as infidelity and abuse. Prenups can be used to protect oneself in the case of divorce, but we're not going to go down that rabbit hole in this video, as there's a lot to cover on that topic. We need to be striving towards long-term commitments and marriages that can be beneficial for both men and women. The third problem with the red pill community is that it is entertainment first, value last. Guys, it's no secret that on YouTube, entertainment is king, as viewers won't click on your video, much less watch your video, if they are not entertained.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
In the red pill community though, the entertainment value that they provide usually comes at the cost of intellectual value. If you watch any of these manosphere podcasts, you'll likely see a lot of people on these panels who, quite frankly, have no business participating in an online debate. These podcasts will bring on young, immature people who have no real-world experience, and they'll therefore run circles around them in the debate just to prove their own talking points. Gentlemen, make no mistake, the red pill has become a business. It has become a business to make men mad at women and to harbor resentment and bitterness in the current reality of today's day and age, just so that they can rake in the views and therefore earn more revenue. Now, I'm not saying that all the information in the manosphere has no intellectual value whatsoever, but in our pursuit to entertain viewers, we should place a very high priority on intellectual value. The fourth problem with the red pill is that it is overly materialistic. Guys, I'm sure you've seen a lot of these red pill bros flash these lavish lifestyles with all the sports cars, the mansions, the women, you name it. Now, these things aren't inherently bad in nature, but having an overemphasis on these things will lead to spiritual bankruptcy. Not only that, but the red pill community doesn't do a good job of representing their viewer base. For instance, the red pill community will oftentimes sing the praises of blue collar workers that run the infrastructure of our society. But at the same time, they'll tell men that they need to keep hustling, keep grinding, keep earning more and more money, and try to get more and more things in order to earn more and more status. This message doesn't mix well because these guys are trying to tell men this is what makes a man, which leads me to my next point. The fifth problem with the red pill community is the misdefinition of the high value man. The term high value man has been one of the most widely misdefined terms in the entire manosphere. The red pill says that a high value man is someone who has looks, money, and status. They do this because these qualities can be measured and observed. However, it is a mistake to define a man based off of these external qualities because these qualities don't last and they can be taken away from you in an instant. Defining your value as a man based off of these external qualities is like building your house on shifting sand. Instead, we need to be building our value as a man based off of our internal qualities, such as our discipline, our intelligence, our humility, and most importantly, our character. I will tell you this, if your value as a man doesn't come from within, you will always be without. Now, before I close this video, I do want to say that there are a lot of men who ascribe to the red pill movement who have a good head on their shoulders and can have a healthy, reasonable discussion on what it means for us as men to become the men that we need to be. However, I think it's important that we address these problems in the red pill community because if we don't, they can become very harmful to men and therefore become harmful to women and society in general. What did you guys think? Did you agree? Did you disagree? Did you have something that you wanted to add? Leave a comment down below and we can start that healthy discussion. Until next time, put in that mandatory work.